Years it was considered a sport just for boys, wrestling, but not anymore. There is now a big increase in girls wrestling in high schools. Nebraska is no exception. At West Point Beamer, organizers created a team. Reporter John Kipper has the story.
In most Nebraska high schools, when you find girls in the wrestling room, they're either student managers, cheerleaders, or scorekeepers. But at West Point Beamer, they hit the mat.
I don't think a lot of girls see it as a girls' sport just because it's really physical and you're getting rough with other people, you know? And I think they just mainly see it as guys because that's how it's been for so long.
That's changing fast. More than 100 girls across the state, including 22 at West Point alone, came out for wrestling this year.
I've always liked aggressive sports, actually.
The momentum is strong enough in Nebraska that girls wrestling will be its own sanctioned sport as soon as next year.
It'd be cool to know that I can make my own records, not under the guys. So it'd be awesome to have our own state and do our own thing and not have to be part of the guys.
A girls-only team was created 2 years ago at West Point Beamer, as coaches wanted to avoid girl versus boy matchups. So now the Lady Cadets travel to tournaments with the boys team, but they only wrestle a handful of girls from other schools.
It's a no-win scenario when a guy wrestles a girl. You know, if you beat a girl, so what? If you get beat by a girl, you never live it down.
Every year the program grows, with Coach Maxwell telling the girls that the skills they learn on the mat can be used once they graduate and head to college.
They walk across the campus and somebody jumps them from behind, they know how to reverse them, you know, and get the upper hand.
And now many think if girls wrestling does become a sanctioned sport, that girls, some who have never even wrestled before, will be interested in hitting the mat in more places than just West Point.
I think if you build it, they will come.
They need to see that there is a state, that we are going to sanction it for them to come.
You're able to wrestle girls. I think it would be a lot more comfortable for other girls and they would want to join.
And while a final decision will likely come in March, freshman Diana Cervantes is already thinking about making history.
I would actually like to place first in the first state.
In West Point, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
Some of the girls on the West Point Beamer team have made waves outside of the state, leading the Nebraska team to a gold medal in the Midwest AAU National Championship 2 years in a row.